Welcome back, guys. It's your boy PeaceHammerTitan. Today we are starting a very special series. This is the start of my Hunter x Hunter read-throughs. Now we know that Hunter x Hunter is back. Togashi is writing at a consistent pace. We can now start reading the manga on a weekly basis. This is amazing. So I've been spending the last few weeks catching up. It took me a while. I finally got to 401. I'm excited. I've seen some of the spoilers. I've managed to avoid the major spoilers. But I've seen a few things here and there. Let's get right into this because I'm really excited for this and it's quite late here. So this is chapter 401. This is called Moonlight and it's got Morena on the front. Okay, so let's see what's been happening here. Okay, day 10, Tuesday, 11:45. So next, Longi, it's your turn. This way, please. So Longi, as far as I'm aware, is one of Tebepa's guards. Oh, the secret Nen user. How will she handle this? Will she pretend to awaken Nen upon Kurapika's attack? Or reveal herself once in the room? If only she'd kamikaze Prince Wobley. Would you pronounce it Wobley? Wobble? I always want to say wobble, but I know it's like Wobley or something, so I'll just say Wobley. I don't need divination. I can use Nen already. But just so you know, those snakes weren't mine. I'd like to prove that and explain why I'm here. So she releases some aura. My ability is called Transparent Words Moonlight Act. It's a confidential manipulative ability. By having someone sign a limited term contract, I can loan out my ability or restrict their actions. A voluntary signature is required. Please hold your decision until you hear me out. You want my signature? What's in the contract? An allegiance with the 5th Prince Tebepa. However, Prince Tebepa doesn't know about this ability, let alone the fact that I can use Nen. This contract is insurance to guarantee the true plan goes smoothly. Sounds quite intricate. I don't have time to sift through a mix of fact and fiction. If I figure out you're lying, I'll shoot without hesitation. Isn't your threat more of a waste of time? You can't kill an Nen user with a 22 caliber. My ability requires me to explain the whole truth first. If all I wanted was to form a contract between you and the prince, I would only need to tell you the details of the contract itself. But for my true plan, I want to grant you additional power with my ability. And in order to do that, I have to explain everything. What's your true plan? What's wrong? Well, I'm not sure how to explain. I should start with what used to be the true plan. Whoa! I am beyond Netero's daughter. Right, so I've seen some spoilers about Netero having a child. I didn't think it'd be one of Tebepa's servants or guards. I am beyond Netero's daughter. The shock on their faces. Look at Bill's face. Let's zoom in on Bill's face, bro. Go on. 30 years ago, my father talked some young officers like Kakin. 30 years ago, my father talked some young officers like Kakin into having sham marriages. There are many others with families like mine. The couples raise the children born between the wives and beyond as their own and put them in the Royal Military Academy. I think he did this every time a new prince was born. Oh my god. Beyond's actually mental. Beyond is actually insane. The couples raised the children born between the wives and beyond. The couples raised the children born between the wives and beyond as their own. Oh my God, and put them in the Royal Military Academy. I think he did this every time a new prince was born. We were set on the path to become royal guards for the princes, and most of us have probably fulfilled this goal. We had Nen since we were born. After all, the academy exam itself wasn't difficult unless there were special circumstances. I stumbled upon the secret when I discovered that I didn't inherit a trait I should have from my father. After I found out about the existence of my brothers and sisters, I simply figured my father's purpose was to place his kin into important positions close to the next king. So what was the original plan? Yes, my parents told me when they told me about my real father. My other half siblings weren't told the details about their birth or about each other. Even though I knew until the succession battle, I thought of myself merely as a Kakin soldier with unique family circumstances. I lived in boarding schools as far back as I can remember, so I only had a tenuous connection to my parents, beyond purpose of which my parents spoke passionately every time they came to see me. I never particularly questioned, since it aligned with the national cause of world unity under Kakin, but his methods were different. We were used as pawns. As I said, we could use Nen since we were born. Newborns with Nen instinctively learn Ten and Zetsu quickly to prevent fatigue. I was always among the top of my academy class physically, even without trying. However, that was a side effect of Beyond's Nen attack. Attack? Yes, my father placed a curse on us. Bro, what is this? This is not a chapter I thought I'd walk into. This is crazy for a first chapter back. This is insane. Like, this is, what time is it? It's almost 2 a.m. Like, my brain is unable to handle this right now. I found out when my half sister Makaha became suspicious of her parents. She was supposed to be assigned to Prince Camilla. The second graduating class lost their places when Prince Camilla elevated the have-nots as her personal guards, and she was among them. She felt something was wrong when her parents didn't mirror her disappointment. She investigated in secret and discovered me also serving under the second queen. My parents tried to inspire me with Beyond's goal of unifying the world. How can they be so blasé that I didn't make the... How can they be so blasé about that I didn't make the cut? After the seed urn ceremony, we noticed a mark in common between us. We showed it to a renowned exorcist. And discovered the truth. He told us a powerful and sinister Nen possessed us that will activate upon death. Take a good look with Gyo. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is that? Bro, that's an eye. Are you only just realizing that you have an eye on your tongue, on the bottom of your tongue? You have to have Gyo to see it, I guess. Makes sense. He told me I was a strong curse sacrifice. I was chosen to curse my target to death. There are at least 10 of us who are strong, including me and Makaha. If there are as many or more weak ones who weren't selected, then my father must have prepared a large number of pawns because he couldn't be sure of the final count of princes. This is insane. We were assured it wasn't something that could be removed simply by burning off the surface or even cutting it off. A powerful curse, the likes of which he had never seen. Our bodies were turned into tools of Beyond's plan, curse sacrifices incarnate on his behalf. We don't know what kind of ability it is or who the targets are, but they are undoubtedly aimed to make sure our targets are cursed to death. Karapika, if this goes on for too long, people will get suspicious. But we need to hear all of it, or else we can't form a contract with Tebepa. Oh, sorry, Karapika saying that. Bill and Karapika, bro, I'm so lost right now. I've just zoned out into who's having the conversation. Okay, Bill says, if this goes on for too long, people will get suspicious. But we need to hear all of it, or else we can't form a contract with Prince Tebepa. Since Beyond didn't make any move after Makaha failed to join Prince Camilla's entourage, we don't think our targets are simply the princes we were assigned to. That means he might not have needed to be in the entourage or even in the military at all. Even our life goals were used for our father's schemes. You don't know who your target is, but you're sure it's a prince. Yes, it's only speculation, but I'm sure of it. So they're sure it's a... How are you sure it's a prince then? We don't think our targets are simply the princes we were assigned to. Okay. So perhaps a prince that you weren't assigned to. Okay, makes sense. That's crazy. That's crazy. There are more than 10 strong curses. There are more than 10 strong curse sacrifices and 14 princes. It can't be a coincidence. We don't know who's going to kill which prince. But Beyond is trying to influence the succession battle. If he didn't tell the sacrifices, that means either Beyond knows how to activate the curse, or he's leaving it to fate as a condition that increases the power. Probably the latter. Beyond is in Kakin's innermost circles, so it's likely he just wants the eldest, Prince Benjamin, to take the throne. Sacrificing a life is necessary for a powerful curse. If they give Prince Benjamin such a hint in order to ensure he survives as successor, then Prince Benjamin can use a special martial law with the military at his back as a last resort. No, I don't think it's Prince Benjamin. Sorry, my cat's just sneezing. My father is well prepared, cunning and greedy, and with this much preparation time, it's inconceivable that he would make all this effort for someone unrelated to him. Then what? Wait, you mean yes, one of the princes is Beyond's child? That's what I think. What is going on? What is going on? My father is well prepared, cunning and greedy. With this much preparation time, it's inconceivable that he would make all this effort for someone unrelated to him. One of the princes is Beyond's child, that's what I think. But is that really possible? Queen Oito, what is the requirement for a prince to participate in this succession? To be qualified, they must be born to Nasubi Huiguaru's lawful wife. It's true that there's technically no mention of paternal lineage, but I mean, it couldn't be. That's crazy. Karapika, is anything wrong? You're taking so long that everyone's worried. We're fine. Negotiations are taking a while because we can't agree to the terms of the truce. We can't Negotiations are taking a while because we can't agree to the terms of the truce. We'll explain at fully... my comprehension's gone out the window today. We'll explain it fully afterwards and clear up any doubts you might have. Please have patience. There's no outright change in Kurapika's aura, but surely they've realized she can use Nen and that she's the assassin. What could they be talking about? This is mental. This is actually... I need some water, guys. One sec. This is crazy. Boy. Get a cup of water. Bro, what is going on? Please continue. The contract with Prince Tebepa is a truce with Prince Wobley and Queen Oito. Neither side will interfere with nor attack either prince, queen, or their guards. This will last until 9 AM next Sunday, at which time the contract will automatically renew for another week, provided that a representative from Prince Tebepa is present in room 1014. My ability will activate only if your side violates the terms. The penalty will be a week of forced Zetsu. A week of forced Zetsu is quite powerful. The definition of attack is vague. Healing or other acts of support could be counted as a Nen attack. Then so would my ability itself. We won't unilaterally determine the contract, so long as we don't uncover a malicious act perpetrated by your side against us, and I would never arbitrarily ascribe malicious intent to your actions. My additional stipulation is to identify Beyond's child before either Prince Tebepa withdraws or only 2 princes remain. This is crazy though. This is crazy. If it turns out that the criteria I set are not applicable to any of the princes, the conditions will be met in your favor and my ability will immediately activate, granting you your reward. My additional stipulation will expire at the same time Prince Tebepa cancels the truce. But if you are willing to continue the investigation, I promise to write a new contract between us and compensate you in the same fashion. The reward is you will be granted a one-time use of my ability. What's so good about her ability though? She's acting like her ability is like the greatest thing in the world. Not bad. It's limited and depends on the person, but still, Force Zetsu can be applied with much easier conditions and much less risk when compared to my ability. The chain hasn't moved. She hasn't lied. I want you to make your decision after hearing their last part, my current true plan. If my father's child is among the princes as I expect, I will kill them myself. Lord have mercy, this is crazy. If only my father had told me everything, even if my role had been the same, I would have never made this decision. Bro. Is that jealousy then? Okay, they've walked out the room. Whew. No evidence they fought physically. Their auras are too tranquil for a Nen battle, so they negotiated. There was nothing unnatural when Kurapika came out to explain, but was she crying? What the heck happened? I feel something slightly different from before in Kurapika's aura, but it's so faint that I can't tell if it's just a subtle change in himself or Longi's Nen. If it was Longi's attack, it could be something remote that involves multiple steps, or something invincible that brings out absolute power under certain conditions. I can't narrow it down enough. I like this guy. I always forget his name. What's his name? He's Benjamin's guy. He's Prince Benjamin's guy. I always like to remember the names of these guards. He's Benjamin's guy, right? Furikov is so good at assessing people. He is, from a Nen perspective, from like an aura perspective, he's absolutely fantastic at assessing people. But it would be difficult to fill the conditions for both Bill and Kurapika at the same time. Plus, that would make my deductive inference that Longi was the assassin a mistake. Did she negotiate with a sob story without Nen? That's not enough evidence for any of this. I don't even know if I should pursue it. These people sure don't make it easy. Sorry to keep you waiting. We were discussing the truce with Prince Tebepa. In short, we're both positive toward the agreement, but we can't agree on the details. Our opinions also differ on how much we're willing to share with you all. Yeah, right. This is an act to balance the interest of the third and the fifth princes. Lastly, Tenftari, it's your turn. We can talk about this matter afterward, or they can just tell Tenftari in there. Nen 101 behind closed doors. Prince Wobley is safe as long as this system functions. I could expose their conspiracy and demand a suspension of class or disclosure of information, but I have little evidence. I won't be able to take them to trial, and we'll just end up strengthening their solidarity. I'm starting to think we should ask for a change in assignment, don't you think? Something wrong? No. Nothing. Bro, would Beyond let his hair out. This guy looking rough. Rough or natural, depending how you look at things. Can you get me a new book? There aren't any others. Read it again or write your own novel. Good idea. Get me a pen and paper. No. For security reasons. You've got your bait and your own blood. Security reasons. If I wanted to, I could knock your head off with this book. Got it. Super scared. Got any other requests? Don't hold back. Asking is free. You're a funny one. There's somebody I'd like to talk to. Can you arrange a meeting? And that's day 10, 2 p.m. All of that happened in 15 minutes. Bloody hell, man. Woo! That's just one chapter. That is just one chapter. That's insane. Okay. Let's not stop there. Let's carry it straight on into chapter 402. Okay. Why stop there? Okay, 402. Let's go. Okay. So we got... This is the third prince, right? And here's this Nen Beast. I've always thought the third prince's Nen Beast was... Unless it shows us what the coins are for, it's... Let's see. I'm not going to talk crap about it, actually. It could do some crazy stuff. I'm not too impressed by it, that's all I'm going to say. Third Prince Zanglei. If you, fifth Prince Tebepa and 14th Prince Gwobley are the last remaining, and the 5th and 14th princes will renounce the throne in support of you. I see. What? Third Prince Zanglei. Is it Li or Lei? Third Prince Zanglei. If you, 5th Prince Tebepa and 14th Prince Wobley are the last remaining 3, the 5th and 14th princes will renounce the throne in support of you. Okay, that's crazy. I see. Prince Wobley, perhaps, but I didn't expect Prince Tebepa to agree, and they agreed to put it in writing. Yes. In return, Prince Wobley is asking that Sakata and Hashito extend their support indefinitely. So Kurapika entered into the truce and agreed to all our alliance, yes, on the condition that both the Queen and the Prince accompany him when he comes to the room, here to room 1005. The third Prince's guards also demand to attend in the interest of information sharing. They're more than welcome. I wouldn't even mind if Prince Wobley came to live here. They're colluding with Prince Wobley, or rather Kurapika. Your reward, your second, I believe. Once you reach a certain number, you shall be rewarded even further. Yes, sir. My humble pleasure. If you carry on, if you carry it with all you, if you carry it with you at all times, it will surely give you good fortune. A semi-surrender is a step forward, though I have my doubts whether a renunciation would even be valid in this succession. But this coin, I thought something would happen after 10 days, but it seems it has no effect if I'm the one holding on to it. Fourth Prince Serednik didn't come to the banquet after all, so collaborating with me isn't important to him. Now that first Prince Benjamin's guards are coming after me, I can't be choosy. Nothing would be better than this pact turning Benjamin's focus upon Zhang Li. At the next class, as much as you can, impress upon the first Prince's guards how close we are to Prince Zhang Li. Interesting. So, my man, that guard, that's when the Nembeast appeared. Okay. Tebepa's Nembeast appeared right after the signing of the peace treaty. It could be a coincidence, but if this timing has any meaning, it must be conditional. Okay, what's this guy doing? He's got something in his shoe. Is that poison? Our military created numerous weapons of mass destruction. This one was considered a failure when flaws were found during its development, but it's the perfect silent killer under the right circumstances. The initial symptoms resemble the stomach flu, and the timing and vectors of infection can be easily obscured. We can use existing infection prevention protocols to limit collateral damage. The surface proteins are fragile and unstable, denaturing in less than 30 seconds in the air. That's mad. But once in the human body, the pathogens proliferate rapidly, leading to death in 12 hours from multiple organ failure. It even hastens decay and is subsequently outcompeted by putrefacive bacteria, leaving no trace in an autopsy. Bloody hell. In a room without circulating air, anyone who breathes it in at the epicenter will have 100% infection and death rate. It multiplies quickly, so we'd been limiting its use due to the high risk of spontaneous mutations, but in this case it necessitates deployment. Deployment to who, bro? Where's he taking this? A failed weapon of mass destruction. Bro, like, you're on a boat, bro. I would not release it. Where's he taking this? Alright. He's put the rest back. Okay, he's put it in the chute. I will use this to delete 9th Prince Halkenberg. I've got a lisp today. Back to Serednik. Anytime I see room 1004, I love it, man. I love it. How many seconds? 9.67 seconds. Finally, less than 10. This will take a while. Try again in 10 seconds. Finally. and while multitasking. It took me a whole year to get to that point, and I've known Zetsu since birth. I thought the 10-second barrier was supposed to be hard to overcome. What took 6 months for me takes a single day for Seri. He's in a league of his own. You're doing great. Your speed is remarkable. He looks so reluctant. Considering his temperament, this monster would use Nen or politics only for his own self-interest. Theta is right. Something has to be done. According to her, Seri activated some kind of ability during Zetsu. Even among specialists, he's breaking the rules. Zetsu must be the trigger for the Nen beast to activate all the aura it's been storing up. But I can't eliminate the possibility that Theta was manipulated by his guardian spirit beast when she was attacked, and isn't a reliable source of the truth. We know that's true, basically. She got licked in the face by the spirit beast. I haven't seen the Prince's Nen beast yet. After all, Your Highness, regarding the hunter called Melody. I can't do much until I have more information. The Justice Department suspects her involvement, meaning she's still detained. Also, Prince Benjamin must have the same idea, as his soldiers haven't left the area. Just don't let Big Bird Brain get her first. Keep asking to see her, find out what she's thinking, and win her over. His Zetsu is uninterrupted while running, gaming, and carrying on a conversation. You'd need to train for years to do that kind of thing. Hell, I can't do that. Stop. Don't think about it. I'm going to lose faith in myself just from hanging around this guy. Hats off to you, Theta. What the hell is he looking at? Oh, okay, it's not them. I saw this when she was changing. It's like a bug bite. She didn't have this before our escape. It looks like it could be an injection site too. That's not possible. We went back to our room and they brought us here right after that. I know, it's most likely a mark made by Nen. Mark? Some Nen powers involve a multi-step process. Prince Forgetsu probably fell into a trap and got marked. Didn't she say something weird yesterday? I can use Magic Worm many times in one day now. So you're saying an enemy ability is the reason why she thinks she can use it more than once a day? Get her to use the ability. There should be 2 doors. One is a trap. Show it to her and persuade her not to use it anymore. Persuade? Once she knows it's not hers, she'd stop, right? I hope so. She's showing signs that she might be addicted. You mean she was injected with some sort of drug? That's terrible. I can't think of any other reason for such a drastic change over a short time. At first I thought one of the princes who came to see me was using her to negotiate, but that wasn't the case. If she keeps using the enemy's ability, she'll keep getting weaker and won't last until next weekend. This must be an ability that indiscriminately attacks whoever gets trapped. What should I do? Find out who's doing this and get them to stop. But it'll be difficult to find them without any clues. Someone does come to mind though. Okay, that's the Prince Lazulu. Lazarus. I always say his name wrong. Seventh Prince Lazarus. Yeah, he manages the mafia and deals drugs to raise funds. I bet it's his guardian spirit beast. Even if that were true, he's only consciously making the attack. He's not consciously making the attack, so it would be impossible to persuade him. So the only way to stop it is to defeat the prince or the Nen beast itself. We have to take action right away. I know how you feel, but we can't rush in blindly. We need a surefire plan. I have just the plan. Getty had been testing what she can do with her ability. I don't know if there's a barrier around the ship itself, but the door didn't open when she imagined a place off the ship. But if it did connect to the room where the lifeboats are kept, but it did connect to the room where the lifeboats are kept, and she got inside the lead one. And she got inside the lead one. I don't know why I read that as lead. So we can go there again anytime. But there are things we haven't been able to test yet. And there are others, and that's whether other people beside you can go inside. Yes, I think it'll work. On the way out, the door closes when Getty goes in, and on the way back, it closes the moment I get inside the tunnel. We made a butler play with us when we were kids. Oh. So I'm pretty sure other people can go in before us. I want to try this out with you, Melody. Cacho, you'll need more people for your plan. Someone who can carry Prince Lazarus to a lifeboat while he's knocked out with my flute. This is crazy. These guys are trying wild stuff, man. Ideally, we would have Prince Lazarus agree to an escape plan and get on a lifeboat voluntarily, but I don't think he's that stupid. Your ability would have to make sure it happens. Even better would be if we could poison or strangle him on the spot. No, it would be much better to make it look like an accident. I'll be the mule. Have it done while you're getting questioned to establish your alibi. Prince Lazarus's guards would claim to be deceived by your music, but that's not a problem. There will be traces of drugs in their urine and hair, so we can say they're lying to cover up for their hallucinations. The prince overdosed, spontaneously tried to escape and had a heart attack. Sounds plausible. Well, sounds like a fine plan, but there's one major problem. Where will you connect the door? Prince Lazarus's bedroom. Forgetsu will need to go there first, right? Yes. I don't get it. Can you explain? Forgetsu needs to have actually been to a place to use her door to go there again. In this case, his bedroom. This is too complex for them. I don't think they're going to be able to pull this off. They're too ambitious. Way too ambitious. Alright. I can take care of that. Come up with a reason why Prince Forgetsu has to personally meet with each prince. Okay. We'd accompany her so there's no danger of assassination. Each prince, not just Prince Lazarus. It would be best to maximize the places she can go, right? It'll cover our tracks and come in useful later. Yeah, that would be convenient. Okay, how does this sound? Not bad. Everyone would be interested in a letter containing Prince Cacho's last message, and as long as we guarantee their safety, it's likely they'll accept. For security reasons, showing up at their quarters unannounced isn't unnatural. I'm not sure they'd let a lower ranked prince inside and accept it personally. I'm sure Prince Lazarus has a lot of stuff he'd rather not show you. That will depend on my negotiating skills. Worst case, I could force an excuse to search his quarters. Warn Prince Forgetsu. So, I told you how I feel already, right? Yes, well, I'm well aware. Let me just make sure. There's no turning back after this. Are you sure you want to risk everything? Of course. This guy loves Melody, by the way. This guy's is mental. I think he does anyway. He's either insane or he loves Melody. Or both. I'm not just doing this out of feelings for you. It's because I think it would be the best for Prince Forgetsu to take the throne and change the whole system. Having Prince Cacho by her side would protect her from her mother's meddling as well. I don't detect any change in his heartbeat. If I can't figure out his true intent, I'll have to assume he's on the enemy's side. I didn't join the Justice Department to blindly uphold the law. It's to get the world closer to my ideal, gentler world. Or at least he or the one who's manipulating him still considers us useful. I have to maintain this relationship for now. I can do the dirty work to make that happen, even if I lose the right to join that gentler world. I have to maintain this relationship for now in order to protect Prince Forgetsu. Yeah, this guy's dodgy, man. Proper dodgy guy. Okay. We'd like an audience with the first prince. May I ask why? We'd like to personally hand him a letter from 10th Prince Kacho. Prince Kacho has passed away, but she wrote letters to all the princes while she was alive. She left instructions to personally hand the letters to each prince if she died. We can guarantee that there is no danger of explosives or toxins. We would like permission for Prince Forgetsu to hand the letter to the first prince under our supervision. I can take it to him. It would be an official proclamation about the succession. Defying a dead prince's wishes could lead to disqualification. Please contact the prince. This is smart, but at the same time, if I'm in the succession battle and one of the princes comes to me with a letter, I'm telling him to go away. Honest to God, I'm telling him to go away. Okay. Please contact the prince. Let them through. There's one point of concern. What? My God. She's on her last legs. Thank you so much for your audience. May I step over there? Of course. He's looked at her. That Nembeast is going crazy. His Nembeast is screeching. I never realised his Nembeast has 2 mouths. First time I realised that. They fled. They're low-level evil spirits that plague someone in their weakened state. They're not 11th Prince Forgetsu's guardian spirit beast or a scheme. She's despondent after her sister's death. She won't last 10 days. I accept. Shall I open it now? By all means. I will act as a witness if there's any information pertaining to the succession. An ordinary letter. Nothing political or worth showing you. You still can't find Moose. Nope. Considering the timing when you closed off the passageway, we focused our search on Tier 1 but haven't found him. We could invoke our authority to conduct a search for all Princess quarters. There would be no point. You know there's currently a dispute in court over which has priority, royal privilege or the military authority. This doesn't qualify as a national threat to begin with, which is the prerequisite to declaring martial law. True. I'm glad he falls for leading questions. Authority has many levels, and the point of contention in court here is about military crises in which someone in the military is the victim. This case does not indeed apply, but Benjamin instead brought up martial law, which indicates a higher level crisis of national survival. It's clear he's waiting for an opportunity to implement martial law. He's probably racking his brain while pretending to remain calm over the contents of the letter. He hasn't even noticed he misspoke. I was right to do this while Balsamilko was away. Seeing how the other princes react will be very educational. So they've gone round handing out the letters. They've given it to Beppa. They've given it to Tyson. Well, I'm thankful that you'd declare my quarters to be clean in exchange for this. Thank you for your cooperation. A major part of our duties is to ensure smooth negotiations between princes involved in succession. Sorry about your sister. Why did you say your sister? Do they not share a dad? I guess he doesn't class them. Pretty sure they share a dad. Anyway, sorry about your sister. Thank you for your kind words. That's an interesting way of putting it. It just shows you the kind of disparity between the siblings to an extent. Wow, what a parting shot. Forgets you. Did sis ever tell you anything about the letters, or all the letters, or if all the letters are the same? No, she never had a chance to tell me. I guess she didn't want to get you involved. It has nothing to do with the succession, but Mr. Bigwig should take a look at this. Allow me. I told Prince Cacho what to write, of course. Let's shake up the princes while we're at it. How? Our independent investigations have gathered inside information on other princes, the purpose of which is to maintain and defend our neutrality, a deterrent. This might as well be literal bombshells. Let's use them here to our advantage. I see, but how would Cacho know any of that? They'll be desperate to discover the source of the leak, that's for sure. I'll be there to deflect questions that dig too deep into Prince Cacho. Whose side is this guy on? I don't intend for her to return to tier 1, where it's dangerous, until the succession is over. I didn't expect Gluzarus to hand me the letter. He may be more skeptical, and he may be more careful and skeptical than I thought. Whistleblowing on Prince Serednik. These are merely rumors. It says Prince Serednik is the one that is the one I wouldn't want on the throne. It could be a defamation campaign as a ploy to get you guys to dig up the real dirt. Believe me, there'll be plenty to find. Not like I can talk. I have no idea whether any of them... Hold up, something's weird. Her last message wasn't to ask to protect her sister, but instead filled with bombshells about the other princes. The older sister was pretty smart. Each letter has got to be different. Get the snakes, me and Four, to duke it out, while she milks the tears on Benjamin to secure her sister's protection. That means it's dangerous to act carelessly. I should bide my time. I have no idea whether any of them are true, and I don't care to find out. Let them think I don't trust the letter and have them handle it. Gotta keep the balance. You can keep the letter. It worked. So, if you're tired, we could postpone the rest. I'm fine. I'll do whatever I can. She's about to die, bro. She's gonna die soon. Prince forgets you. A moment. I'm Basho, Melody's colleague. Oh, nice to meet you. I don't want to overstep, but you just seem really tired. A good luck charm to keep on you. And then activates by the inclusion of words of invocation light for healing or purification. Seasonal words further raise effectiveness. Wow, thank you so much. This will ward off the evil spirits for a while. She's still in danger as long as she remains untreated. Melody, it's up to you. In case Prince Lazarus wasn't the one behind this, we should do it as soon as possible, as soon as Getty awakes. Do the questioning while she's getting treated in sickbay. Place guards in front of the room and the alibi will be perfect. Right, Basho gave us some time, but we still haven't narrowed anybody down. We'll use my ocarina for logistical reasons, but I still won't be able to do anything while I'm playing. No problem. If the tunnel is about 10 meters long, I can carry him myself. The rumbling happened right above us. Beside us, only Prince Halkenberg is here in tier 2. That ability must belong to him or his guardian spirit beast. But Prince Halkenberg himself fell ill. Whatever that was, planned or unexpected, is important. I'd like to know all the details and give him the letter right away when he awakens. I assigned someone I know to attend duty. His letter contains all the information. Prince Benjamin's secret. Prince Serednik's depravity and the truth about Prince Hulkenberg's birth. And the more information that shakes up the succession itself, Prince Hulkenberg will surely make use of it. And one more hope, Karapika. As long as succession continues, the princes can't escape the ship. As long as succession continues, the princes can't escape the ship. Please come up with something so no more princes have to die. Whew. Crazy, man. Crazy. So what's this about Hulkenberg's birth? Truth about Hulkenberg's birth? Is it just nonsense? Let's have a look at this. Huh. Nah, there's nothing, no, we don't know anything yet. Clearly there's something. Hulkenberg's birth. Does that mean Hulkenberg's the son of Netero? And they wouldn't just drop it like that, but clearly there's something around Hulkenberg's birth that they've just mentioned. We know about Serednik's depravity. Benjamin's secret, we don't know. There's just some stuff that these guys are talking about at the moment, what we don't really know. But his letter contains all the information. Prince Serednik's depravity and the truth about Hulkenberg's birth. Hulkenberg, Netero. Who knows, man? Who knows? That's it, guys. That's it. That is chapter 401, 402. I hope you've enjoyed that as much as I have. It is crazy right now. It is crazy. How many days until the next one? Roughly 5 days ish. We've already got some leaks coming through, but this is where I start to dive deep into it, man. So look out for some more content. It's about to get heavy, man. Particularly this Netero stuff, this Beyond Netero stuff is just crazy. It is just crazy. One guaranteed child and another suspected child of Beyond Netero is just crazy right now. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to cover. I need to get my head around this right now. So it is heavy. It's 2:25 in the morning. I'll let you guys go. Follow, subscribe, share. Plenty more to come. I'll be doing this on a weekly basis, hopefully, guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Comment below what you guys thought of the chapter, of the chapters. Yeah, peace.